Let's get some energy for today. Spirit, what is the energy for today? Ooh, 3 of Wands. As you can see, very sunny card. This is a very positive card. It shows the energy of not thinking about something. As you can see, the 3 butterflies here. But whatever this is definitely already moving forward. And I feel like whatever it is that you are giving thought to today, it's something that you've already started and have been moving in, working on. It's already been created, it's existing. And you are now thinking about how you can actually expand it, whatever this is. Wands holds the energy of movement. It's very inspirational, and so it wants to move. Wands wants to do, create, move through passion. And the number 3 talks about creation, birthing. But whatever this is, it's something that you are looking to expand. You're thinking deep on ways that you can expand. You may even be thinking of expanding to a world level, whatever this is. And so today, this brings the energy of expansion. What is the energy for today, Spirit? Ooh, the Fool. Yeah. And so this is, first of all, starting off with the number 0. The Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana section of the Tarot deck. And the number 0 in this case represents unlimited potential. Like it could potentially become anything. It depends on how far you are willing to go, how far you're envisioning going. As you can see, many stars on this card, even a star at the end of his wand. It starts off as budding flowers, right? And stars represent the realization of the potential held, the vision being brought to life or desired. And so the Fool is definitely moving in a childlike way. And when I say childlike, I mean children usually don't put a cap on things. Their imagination is free because they've yet to be limited in ways of thinking. They have a childlike faith and are able to see things, the possibility of things, in a way that adults usually can't, because the adults usually have been restricted some way by their experiences. But the Fool still carries this childlike thinking, this childlike motivation, and they're not restricted by fears or by situations running through their head that has been stimulated by previous experiences. And so this is the energy of moving in a way that you see yourself unrestricted. You're moving in faith, and you see unlimited potential in what it is that you're doing. Again, as I stated with the Three of Wands, whatever this energy is may even be seen being taken to a world level. And you are ready. As a matter of fact, you're already on your way. What is the energy? Let's get one more for today, Spirit. Of course, the Hierophant, which has been coming out a lot lately. And I feel like this particular energy is talking about healing. It's talking about being in a position to offer something great to those around you, to those that would come to you. Because you sit in a position where you are definitely connected to Source. And because you're connected to Source, you have tapped in to the energy of healing, to the energy of even magic, to the energy of higher knowing, which is something that's needed by those around you. This card, the Hierophant, represents a spiritual advisor or like an inner teacher. And the Hierophant is actually representative of both traditional and non-traditional spiritual faith. So I feel like you sit in an energy where you can actually operate in any environment. This is somebody that's fluid. They're able to step in any environment and operate and do what it is that they are called to do. If you're able to see close, you'll see he has one blue eye and one red eye, meaning he's able to see from all perspectives, from all viewpoints. And if you split his face in half, you'll see that half of his body represents very traditional spiritual practices, and the other half represents very non-traditional spiritual practices. On his head, there is a flood of stars coming out, which represents being on a spiritual path. Again, a connection with Source. There's also a medicine wheel sitting right on his third eye below his crown, if you can see that. That medicine wheel represents the ever-changing psychopath in his life or her life. And these stars, again, that we saw in the Fool all around him as he starts on this voyage, we now see them coming straight, being funneled straight into this path coming out of the crown chakra. And this is direct information being funneled in from source. Not just around you as it was with the Fool. Now it's within you, connecting directly to you. He has a very interesting breastplate. A breastplate has been significant with spiritual practices as well. They're usually, at one point in time, they were used as a tradition, a symbol of tradition for high priests and high priestesses in this case. It shows the connection of doing a higher service. There's so many things in this picture representing connection to the divine. We also have feathers, also representing connection to the divine, bridging the realms of the spirit and the earth, bringing balance and harmony. And so I feel like this is definitely talking about your connection and your mission, why you're here, what you're moving towards. Again, the Three of Wands talks about this energy of expansion. The Fool talked about the attitude towards that expansion, having this unlimited potential that you see as you're taking this mission worldwide. And the Hierophant talks about the purpose behind your mission, what you stand for, what your mission is. It's bringing healing to the world. And I want to ask Spirit, what is needed on this journey? What is it that you need to complete this mission? The Five of Swords. And again, I failed to mention with the Hierophant the number 5. And we have the Five of Swords, so 5-5 could be significant. So this could very well represent the master number 5-5, which represents a level of genius, the energy beyond intelligence. This is a perfect blend of fair judgment and authority, justice and genius. There's a word called intellectus perfectus, and this energy rides along the crest of changes, right? As the number 5 represents change. Also, this number talks about a level of fame as well, but it's balanced and it's neutral. It's a 5 double, which suggests a world of ideas and intellect that are transformed into their most positive and beneficial forms for mankind. As I'm thinking back, one of the master numbers associated with 55 was Queen Elizabeth. And another one was, I believe, Michael Jackson. So we're talking about a level of genius, whether it's creative in this point or in this reading, in this setting. We're talking about this very healing energy with a mission towards the world. It's very outward focused, and the Five of Swords suggests a level of growth that actually happens through conflict. And so, if there is a level of consistent conflict happening, this card suggests using those points of conflict as stepping stairs, as levels of growth, not allowing them to slow you down or to stop your movement or even to get you off track, but using them as stepping stairs. I guess that Spirit is talking about a level of perception that you may have towards anything that may come against you or any conflict that may arise. And I'm hearing using the stones that are being thrown at you as and building stairs with them. So whether this is conflict that's being hurled at you or purposely sent towards you by Spirit, you're being guided to use them. This may, in fact, have something to do with conflict. There's something that will present itself in a conflictual manner, but it's actually being sent to help you. And you're being asked to look at it as an opportunity instead of a problem. As you can see on this card, it's a very interesting card. The background is split in half. One half is dark, one half is light. This shows your duality. Of your light and dark energies. There's a pattern on this card of hearts and swords in the background, if you can see that. And this may point to the conflict going on inside of you between the heart and the mind, and just trying to sort things out to see clearly. And so it's saying that there is a level of clarity that needs to be had, that needs to come in, that's needed to fulfill this. And again, we can't ignore the cross, right? This represents the unfoldment of man or woman in the physical realm, bringing challenges and potentials to life. Through stretching and growing and creating. The cross itself represents faith, transcending and healing, as well as balance between the physical and material realms. There's a green star in the middle of the cross, representing the physical being and free choice to create whatever is desired in the world. For whoever I'm speaking to, there is a passion for people. There's a passion that you have. In the middle of that green heart, that green star is a heart. The color green represents heart energy, the heart chakra energy. And in the middle is a heart. So this is a heart-driven passion. And it includes the heart energy to fulfill this. And so this is not something that you can feel by intellect alone, but this also needs to be heart-driven and attached to the very essence of your desire, of your existence, of who you are, the most intimate parts of your being. And then lastly, we see the 5 swords piercing that heart in the middle of the cross, in the middle of the star. The swords themselves is forming an upside down star. Let me show you. And that upside down star represents times of unrest, fear, and despair. These swords depict the battle and the struggle between the 4 elements of the physical self with the spiritual self. And each sword has a colored handle. Air is swords, right? So we're talking about intellect. That's the yellow sword. The red sword represents fire. That's wands energy, sheer will. The blue sword indicates water, cups, or emotional energy. The green sword is earth, pinnacles, and physical energy. And then the white sword represents the spiritual connection to the divine. This is the understanding that it won't be easy, but it's most definitely doable. And going back to that master number 55, there's a desire for like a higher level of intelligence here. What is needed? And we have the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. Again, it could be representative of that master number, 55. Again, it's pointing to that same type of energy. So this is a very interesting energy, and we're talking about what is needed. First of all, the Wheel of Fortune, for me, has often represented Sagittarius energy, which is Jupiter energy, which is this very lucky energy. It almost indicates the wheel is turning in your favor, and so there's a level of favor that's needed. Immediately, I'm noticing the 4 angels in the 4 corners of this card. Those are archangels. Each of them are offering a star in their hands. This is symbolizing their willingness to guide and to help. The one at the bottom right is Archangel Michael, who brings protection. Michael's element is fire. This is the astrological aspect of Leo. The archangel on the bottom left is Uriel, bringing peace. The element is earth. He is aspected in Taurus. The archangel on the top left is Raphael, bringing healing. The element is air, aspected in Aquarius. And the last archangel in the top right is Gabriel, bringing resurrection. And his element is water, aspected in Scorpio. Again, the planet associated with the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. This planet is bringing in luck and expansion. This is actually the third chakra, which talks about realizing your inner power and your ability to go out into the world and create and bring things into being. This is actually your power center. And so I feel like this card is definitely, there's so much symbolism in this card. I could go on forever and ever with the symbolism, but overall what's needed is this level of favor that is definitely present for you as you see all of the archangels supporting, offering up guidance and protection, health, peace, all of the things that are needed for this journey. And you have it. Higher levels of support from the spirit realm. This card also talks about seasons and time taking place naturally. The ebbs and flows of life. It's incorporating all of that. But through all of that, I feel like what Spirit is saying with this card is you are divinely supported. The support that you need above and beyond what's possible in the earthly realm, you have that. And Spirit wants you to understand that you have that support. Let's get one more. What is needed for this journey? Another 5. Another 5. 5 of Wands. For this 5, Spirit is saying that there is a need to be able to hold your center of peace, no matter what's happening around you. Being able to anchor and root yourself, ground yourself from the inside out. This may allude to times where things may actually get very turbulent. As you see the wands flowing all around her and the stars, everything very disorganized and scattered. Yet she sits in the middle, very focused, very still, very grounded, and attuned to the inside, the peace inside, no matter what's going on the outside. Spirit is saying there are times where this level of unbotheredness will be necessary. And so cultivate this energy within you so that you can definitely go there when needed. The energy of the volcano exploding in the background is masculine energy. And it's almost like the energy of force wanting to explode into the world. It's almost like the energy of chaos, disruption, that would actually come in to disrupt that level of peace in the world. Nevertheless, she's holding on to her peace. And even as she stands in the energy exploding from the volcano, right, it's almost like transmuting that energy. As you see the Kundalini still rising up within her, she's transmuting that energy into a useful energy that she's going to use to produce what it is that she needs. She's cloaked with a green shawl, which represents peace, growth, rebirth, and harmony. Holding 5 white lilies in her hand, holding them over her heart, also symbolizing peace during this disruptive time in her life. So the 5 of Wands we can say that it represents like the 5 senses within us that are budding within us, seeking balance spiritually and physically. And so Spirit might be saying that there will be very tumultuous times where you'll need to find your center no matter what's going on around you, and hold it in the midst of chaos. Again, a level of unbotheredness is what's needed for this journey. And to conclude this message, I just want to find out, what is the reward of fulfilling this mission that you have been given? Beautiful. The Ace of Wands. I can't help but, first of all, notice the same Kundalini energy coming from the 5 of Wands in this wand on the Ace of Wands. Very similar. Out of darkness comes light is what I'm hearing. As you embark and commit and proceed through this mission, you yourself will receive life force energy. Inspiration. It's almost like Spirit will double what you have as you share with the world what you've been given to do. Your reward will be that your portion will be multiplied. There's so many ways that energy is being expressed in this card. Your portion will be multiplied. Also, this level of spiritual awakening, I feel like there's lots of rewards that will be given to you through this mission. Things that not everyone will be able to experience. Spirit is going to allow you to experience them. Yeah. What will be the reward of completing committing to this mission. Wow, another ace. Ace of Swords. Now, this sword brings the gift of clarity, the gift of knowing, of seeing clearly. Again, I get the energy of there's things that you will be able to experience that not everyone will. That's part of the reward. There's almost like this piercing of consciousness that will happen, being taken behind the veil. I'm hearing a level of knowing that's out of this world as you see this piercing happening out into the outer realms of space. Yeah. I'm just getting that this is going to be an experience that is unique. An experience that is unique to you and only you. And Swords talks about consciousness, knowing, connecting. It's air energy. Wands, talks about exousia. It's power. It's doing energy. I think I said that right. Exousia. And the aces are actually gifts from Spirit. And so these are your rewards, these gifts coming in. They also offer opportunities for new beginnings in ways that you can exist and experience life in the world, in this lifetime. These are things that you're not waiting until after you pass to receive. These are things that you're going to experience here in this lifetime while you have breath running, while you have breath in your body and blood flowing through your veins. I'm hearing you'll be able to experience the blessings of these gifts that Spirit is giving. When we talk about the aces, we're talking about the possibilities of opportunity and challenges within these suits. And the gifts that are bred from that experience. This is tying back, these aces tie back to the number 1, which talks about new beginnings. And it's also tied to the magician. And if we understand who or what the magician is, the magician holds all of the potential of creation, of doing, of knowing, as he stands before the altar or the table with all of the elements at his disposal. The magician is a visionary, challenging spiritual awakenings and life force to manifest full potential. Also, we could look at the first zodiac house. in Aries. The ace corresponds to that, the I am. It's almost like the energy of moving forward and exploring new territories fearlessly. Definitely leadership energy. Groundbreaking energy is what the aces bring. Coming through, bringing solutions to obstacles. Raising up to new horizons. And so Spirit could also be gifting you with the ability to bring something new into the earth, something that's never been done before. And so these two aces specifically, I hear, are working together to balance between the two of them. And again, the wands brings that very masculine, fiery energy, the spirit of creativity. But it also needs that feminine, watery energy of the Ace of Cups, the divine love and receptivity to receive and to contain that life force energy. So it's a balance. That's going to create the sacred place for this Ace of Wands. This Ace of Swords. And this is what we were talking about with the master number 5/5, that genius energy, that power that needs to mix with the Ace of Wands and the water energy. That's going to create the divine spark of intent needed to birth through and be produced into the feminine earth of the Ace of Pentacles. That's going to bring about the manifestation. So there's a balance that's happening here within you, for you, with these aces. Very powerful energy here, coming in as a gift, as a reward to you for your willingness to step out and do and carry out this mission. Let's get one last card. What is the reward of stepping out in this mission? And we have the Four of Cups here. And I'm going to turn the deck over since that's the last card. And the Seven of Pentacles. And so with the Four of Cups, as we notice, we see the woman sitting under the cup that's overflowing onto her, right? Of course, we can see that she's meditating, connecting to the divine. And I get the sense that every time she connects, there is an answer to her connection. And so there is a divine connection that you have with Spirit. Every time you call out, every time you connect, there is a response. There is an answer. Yeah, this is beautiful as she sits under this cup. And I guess we can call this the emotional waters of change. Of course, as I stated, she's meditating. As you can see, the chakras being aligned to the divine. And in response, the divine answers. Love overflowing from that cup above her head. symbolizes spiritual baptism of the mind, body, and the soul. We also see the 3 lower cups representing mind, body, and soul. They're ascending upward from the murky waters. And so these cups are in the form of the lotus flowers, which are developed in very murky water. But out of that murky water comes the most beautiful flower. And the stems or the roots of those flowers go all the way down to the bottom, to the very bottom of the murky water, and makes its way all the way up to the top. And so that's saying that everything, those murky waters could very well be darkness that you'll experience in this lifetime, or you have experienced. For everything, there is a reward that you will experience in this lifetime. Spirit is making sure to recompense, to give back every experience that you've had, that you've survived, that you've reached up and allowed yourself to be pulled out of. There is a reward for that you will see. And these will come in the form of sacred blessing. There's a sun rising at the top of the card over her head, representing enlightenment. The 2 herons on either side of her is following the path of the heart with determination, with wisdom. And then we see the little frog here down at the bottom, representing cleansing, bringing harmony and renewal. And so Spirit is saying that you will most definitely be taken care of in every area of your life. Even your most deepest desires will be given. And then the last card we turned over, I wanted to find out what was on the bottom, just the overarching energy for this reading. We have the 7 of Wands. Now, this is a very interesting card, especially after what we've just found out today for the energy. This is 7 of Pentacles, not the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Pentacles talks about finding and following your dharma, right? And your dharma is the natural flow of your purpose-given life. And this is what's going to bring the fullest expression of fulfillment that you'll experience. It's feeling comfortable being in your authentic self, doing authentically what you feel led to do from your heart space, aligning that with every other area of your life. The 7 of Pentacles talks about a deep level of investment spiritually, emotionally, physically. It also is talking about financially, because it's Pentacles. It's every area of life, giving of yourself, and doing so with an inner understanding of the connectedness that you have with your higher self, with your higher calling. I mean, look at this card. It's so beautiful. from the butterflies flying around to the daisies, to the grains of wheat that's being bowled up, to the horses that are flying in the sky, right? The pentacles in the form of stars. Like everything about this picture says fulfillment. It says fulfillment. It says abundance coming back. And so I definitely feel like this is just a reminder of what we've just discussed. That Spirit has actually attended to and addressed the most minute, tiny details of your life. And it all is being brought back around. Everything that you've sown is being brought back around for you to actually experience the fruit of that. Seven of Pentacles also talks about investment, right? But I feel like this is on a deeper level than just money. We're talking about your life in general has been an investment that you will reap the benefits of. It's understanding the larger perspective, the bigger spectrum of creation and manifestation that you are a part of. That is most definitely flowing back around to you. That's beautiful. And that's what I have for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure reading for you this morning. If you found that the reading did not resonate, again, it's a general reading, and so you're more than welcome to go down to my description box and click on my email, click on my calendar, schedule an appointment, a personal reading. I'm more than happy to sit down with you, or even send over a reading for you. If you have a question or two, you can ask that. If you want a general reading, we could do that as well. Just go ahead and go down to my description box and click on my link. Thank you for stopping by today. It's been a pleasure. My name is Letty. Enjoy your day.